Australia, the country of contrast, with striking landscapes, stunning scenery, and a rich ancient culture. Australia is home to 24 million people and some of the most beautiful landmarks in the world. The Great Barrier Reef, the Blue Mountains, Uluru, and the world-famous Sydney Opera House and Sydney Harbour Bridge. Not only known for its culture, architecture, and wildlife, but also its cultural diversity, with over 75% of the country's population identifying with an international ancestry. Australia is home to some of the best esport fans in the world. Their passion for the game brings them together at this world-quality tournament inside the Kudos Bank Arena. Fans from all over the continent and further unite this weekend to support their favorite teams and players. The best talent from around the world joins the best crowd as teams fight for their goal to take the championship and trophy home. This is their moment in the spotlight. This is your event. This is the Intel Extreme Masters Sydney.
Oh yes, we are now at the pointy end of the Intel Extreme Masters Sydney 2017. It has been the most amazing week of matches, a day of semi-finals yesterday, which has got us to this position right now. And I am pumped for this, because not only has the CS been great, the crowd has been amazing as well. 7,000 people packed into the Kudos Bank Arena, ready to see a grand final. 5 matches between 2 teams who, you never know how it goes today. And I think we will look back on the match that's going to happen today, not just at what it says about putting shows on in this country, but about how CS is going to look throughout the rest of this year's. You see FaZe take it, you think maybe they're going to dominate this year. You see SK take it, you think maybe they're back to their best of what it was like last year. This match means everything. So then, Australia, Sydney, the Kudos Bank Arena. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let us bring out the teams for a best of 5. Do we have SK fans? Do we have FaZe fans? Please welcome to the stage your grand finalists, SK Gaming and the FaZe Clan. I think it's worth just getting a quick chat. Watching you in the semi-finals, you guys look like you are sharp again. Are you feeling like you're back to the best of 2016?
We're just starting.
Just starting. Can you be better than you were last year?
We're going to show now that we can be the best in the world again, and we're going to prove it today.
And I hype this up by saying, you look at the two teams here of how and far you've come. This could prove what the rest of 2017 looks like.
Definitely. I think the scene right now is very stacked. A lot of teams are playing high level, and it's awesome to be part of it. That's all I can say. And I can tell you guys that we're going to play it for hearts out, and we're going to be the best we can.
Well, we've got a best of 5 on the way. That's what Fallen thinks. Let's come over and just chat to Carrigan quickly. He says he's going to play his hearts out. He thinks his team can be better than last year. Can you match that?
That's going to be hard because they were pretty damn good last year. So let's just the best team win today.
It was a fabulous win for you against Astralis. You came out swinging in that match. I said it was probably the best match I'd seen since the last time you two teams played, you and Astralis. What's this final going to be like?
It's going to be very tough. I have deepest respect for SK. They're 2 reign champions last year, so it's going to be very tough, but we're here to win, and they're also here to win, so let's have a good match.
Do you think it's going to take all 5?
I think so. It's going to end up Mirage, and it's going to be an amazing match to watch.
Well, there you go. Set perfectly by both teams. So then the Kudos Bank Arena. Let's rip the roofs off. One more time. Are you ready? Let's do this.
Winners of back-to-back Counter-Strike majors in 2016, SK believe that they're going to exceed that, become a better team, the best again, but in a different way in FaZe. Spent so much time worrying about their feud against Astralis. Even Carrigan, very different to hear from him now. He's far more respectful when he addresses SK.
Definitely toned it down from last night. But yeah, obviously you can see from the 2 in-game leaders as well saying that it's going to be an extremely close game, thinking that it will go all the way. I think that's a fair thing to say. What I'm excited the most about probably is seeing Nico versus coldzera in an actual competitive environment. I mean, the discussion about best player in the world, even last year, Nico didn't get to play many big stage games because he was in Mousesports. Now he finally gets that chance, and he can perhaps prove that he is the world's best player.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be the tactical approach, right? We have Fallen, a legendary in-game leader, basically gave birth to the way that the modern game is played. The whole theory side of Counter-Strike, I think, was amplified by this squad, and everybody had to take note and start coming up with protocols for all situations. So it's how they've prepped with Phelps, how they're going to feel going into this one, how have they counter-stratted? Because I remember last time talking to Fallen, he said they don't really look at the opponents anymore. If that's still a thing, that could be an issue, you know? They're not going to get away with playing their own game style the whole time in a best of 5.
This could be an insanely long series if these 2 teams are really going to be up to the challenge here as well. For you guys, if you've been playing up on a stage especially, how long can this series feel? A best of 5 on a stage, even a best of 3, that's going to feel like hours and hours more than it actually is.
Yeah, it's not just the fact that you play a best of 5, it's also how will the maps go. If you know you go to a 5th map and you had 4 very, very close maps before that, that's very, you know, excruciating, not just physically, but also mentally. You invest yourself so much, you have a lot of close games. If you do have a couple of one-sided games, then I feel like both teams will have enough energy to go into that map 5 fresh.
Yeah, this is where you need to be mentally strong, especially with what Janko's saying. If you lose a close game because somebody made a mistake, and it's a very blaringly obvious mistake, you don't want to, you know, take that into the next match. You don't want to hold that grudge to your teammate. You want to be able to clean the slate, get going again, and start up, because it is a very long series. This could be one of the longest finals of Counter-Strike we've ever had.
The last best of 5 we saw was in Katowice. FaZe was playing in the grand final against Astralis, and you could tell it ended 3-1 for Astralis, but it did feel like it went all the way. There were a lot of very, very close games. You feel like FaZe could have taken some of those maps and force it into a map 5. So it's always going to go to the very, very end with this team.
You both have been up on that stage already today. You've been blessed by that insane crowd. How hard is it to block it out when you need to try and focus?
Carrigan thrives off it from what I've seen, right? When he wins a big clutch, he's getting the crowd to clap and do all that kind of stuff. So I think the FaZe guys like it. On the SK side of things, they've been here before. As mentioned, 2-time major winners last year. They're going to love it as well.
That's actually like, it's very difficult for this crowd to pick a favorite, because both teams really feed off of it. Both teams like to play with the crowd. Both really enjoy it. So I think in the end, you are in the zone. You are completely focused on the game itself. The crowd is kind of just, you know, out there, but you don't really think about it too much. You focus on the game.
Do you think it's possible to get overstimulated by just, you know, someone like Carrigan, for example, when he wants to pump up the crowd, he's actually going to take his hands off the keyboard and he's going to start clapping to them as well. Do you think there's a risk of getting carried away in this whole hype thing, especially when you're trying to build it up as much as Finn does?
Yeah, it's always the matter of, sure, emotions are great if you get emotional and you can feed off of the crowd and you get hyped, and that causes you to maybe play a little bit better. The problem is when things are not going so well, when that, you know, down period comes, are you going to fall way, way deep, and will you be able to pick yourself up after that? I feel like you really need to find some middle ground there. If you get too emotional, you can't stay focused as much as you need to be in a game like this.
For FaZe and SK, these guys aren't really, you know, that strangers to winning tournaments. They've done it before, but for FaZe, who've already had some success so far in Kiev, what does this mean then? Is this another, you know, a brick in the wall, another step along the road?
I think it's bigger than that. Right now, this #1 position could be up for contention, especially because FaZe and Astralis are 1 and 2 at the moment. And the fact that FaZe just beat Astralis means it could be open for debate. Definitely, are FaZe the new #1 in the world? And that's something that if they win this title right here, will be discussed. For them, you know, everybody wants to be #1. We saw Glaive saying how hard it is to maintain that spot. And by that kind of tweet, it means that they feel they may have lost it. So for FaZe, this is a chance to grab that #1 spot in the world.
Is it sufficient to say that this is going to be enough to actually have a conversation about that? Because I know Astralis have been waving that E-League Major trophy in the face of FaZe a lot.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think we have a chance for that chat.
Well, that's going to be the story, ladies and gentlemen. Fallen and his Desperados have risen, and after defeating their arch rivals, do FaZe Clan have enough in the tank? It's going to go all the way, or so we hope. And of course, your casters, it's going to be Henry G and Sadakist.
Something special this weekend, and hopefully this final delivers to exactly what this crowd deserves. It's Train to start it off, and it's SK on the CT side.
Here we go, we're kicking it off fast as well. FaZe actually heading towards the inside bomb site. 2 smokes and a Molotov to work with there. 4 players on this side of the map. Kirishima getting some early inside control. There's only 1 SK player towards the inside bomb site for now. That's Taco. And we are slowing it down for now. Inside control has been granted towards FaZe. Quite an outside stack, though, from the SK Gaming side. And there come the smokes.
Kerrigan, the only one that waits out toward T-spawn with that smoke to try and get them down with the wall. The smoke's going out. Them already in Pop Dog. Expect an explosive play for a default plant with SK back as well, playing more passively. They've got to hit shots before they arrive. Damage is done both ways, but only a kill despite 2 bleeding out, hemorrhaged. Make that out 2. Go SK's way, and Cold Zero gets Kerrigan down. It all falls apart. It's on to Nico, 1 versus 5. They did so well to get the early damage. The exchanges. And when SK's way, this becomes a bit interesting because Fur's on 7 HP. Nico's got a chance, a 1 versus 5 to start this off. I can't imagine Taco doesn't need to take this fight, not without trying to get a crossfire set, but they're gonna sit back, babysit the ball, and Taco will get the headshot.
Cold Zera kicking off the grand final in style there. 3 headshots with the USP, and that's the boost. We didn't quite catch that. That's really interesting from him. So there are 2 smokes coming in from the FaZe clan. They're thinking Ivy's completely covered that stage. There's smoke towards Connector and Ivy. The boost comes in. Very intelligent stuff from SK, and they will be taking that pistol round. 5 UMPs is what we've come to expect of SK in these second rounds. And it's interesting, the fact you have no rifles, but the UMP is so strong these days, I guess it's not a huge deal. The problem is, up against FaZe, they're very, very good with these deagles. They've got 4 of those and a Tech 9 as well. No utility, bit of a problem on Train, and it's a default hold for now, trying to find that first pick. Carrigan makes his way towards Ivy, and he'll be joined by his teammate Nico as well. I'm not giving anything away just yet. SK Gaming known for their aggression on this map. Not pushing so much, but there it is. Falling to find the first frag. That's towards main entrance as he takes down Rain.
Flash just going toward A main. He's fallen, gets a little bit closer as well. Alu's gonna back off. Nico with a deagle, we know could be a threat.
Yep, absolutely.
Cold's giving a bit of ground to Kerrigan. Spots inside of the site, and he'll change his opinion and look back the other direction for a moment. 2 players want to come in from Ivy so they can set for the cross. Falling, getting close. First shot successful from Cold. They're not going to allow those deagles to line up anything.
Yeah, well, it's 5-2 for now, and these UMPs just farming money all over the place. That's the benefit of not taking the M4 into round number 2 here. It's a clean sweep for SK Gaming. 2-0 coming in, all 5 players surviving. And for now, no bomb going down for FaZe Clan. That means a full eco going to round number 3 here. Maybe some PD50s purchased, but this is looking very good for SK. At one point, Matt, one of the most dominant teams on this map in particular, especially on the CT side. And what a way to kick things off.
Sit for one more full save for FaZe, no surprise.
Yeah.
5 UMPs for SK.
So much money's going to be built up.
Well, money built up, but then also how much reinvestment. I always talk about that. It's Phelps that's going to get close with his. They're going to run him down. He's got to get damage in at least, if not killed. He finds one. Taco over his shoulder will find the other. Actually, I take it back. He was over to this angle. I thought he was down below as well. But he covers off Brown Halls, takes down Alu and Bomb, turns around. Kerrigan does get in with one UMP kill, so that'll add money to FaZe as well, but it's SK losing 2, which in some ways is actually not the worst thing because they'll upgrade those 2 onto rifles.
Exactly, they can bring out the AWP as well. That's actually a very good point. It might seem detrimental to lose a couple of frags that are going into the first game with 5 UMPs. Not ideal. This actually might even boost their chances going forward. Sure, it affects the money, but now you've got Fallen, incredible form right now. He brings out the AWP. We saw how dominant he can be with that weapon as we go into round number 4. 5 AKs, of course, for FaZe Clan, no AWP for them yet. We always talk about Alu joining the force buys almost every single time. That does limit him somewhat. 3-0 for SK. We're going fast inside. Taco spots them.
Nade through to Nico, 65. So takes him quite low, considering. Drive by. Taco gets closer onto the bomb train, but Kyo's already in position. Swings out to check it, and he gets the headshot. That'll open up for a bomb plant. It's still not in position, but it's crossing over toward the bomb site now. They're going to go for a deep rotation back through CT spawn on this as well, which gives Kerrigan a lot of opportunity to sit back and wait on the flank. Rain being this far forward as well, and maybe a matter of sitting back early with the AWP, and I think that's going to be the call now. Fallen's already heading out toward Ivy.
Yeah, this is going to be the problem with all those UMPs. Towards the inside side, a set piece from FaZe going to kick things off very fast indeed. Didn't even go for the deep on the start. The wallbang coming in from Jim almost lands. Phelps got a bit dicey there for him.
Clean, crisp block. No, that was full ears. He heard him go for the gun. He knew he wanted the AK-47 and then tried to guess. Risky play as well because he's on 2 HP. It could have been fired back, but Phelps will sit, hopefully, for his sake, grab this AK. It should be done. They're all going to exit and keep their guns up through the Brown Halls.
Yeah, a couple of smokes there, and it's normally Taco who's on the inside bomb site by himself. He needs to find one frag there at least to make that retake possible. Bomb down on the inside site, 5 players alive, especially when they push deep in towards the CT spawn like Rain did as well. Almost impossible to retake at that point. Once Rain finds these kills on the screen right now, that's it. Cold Zero, there's no way he can find that frag. And he almost got the triple spray down at that point, but didn't happen. So, SK Gaming still on the cash here, and they will be bringing in an AK-47. That was safe in the previous round, and of course, the Fallen AWP as well. We're going to round number 5. No all for Alu just yet. Another gun round. This should slow things down for now, I would imagine. But they are sending heavy presence towards inner once again. Maybe it's the same tactic as this is the exact same setup that brought him round number 4. I think it is. It's almost identical.
Nade through. Taco backing off of it. Flash. This time he can't stay in the lane. He goes back toward it, but Fur's got a shot on Rain. That's the difference. This time they actually get the open kill, make it 2. As Taco fades in behind the train and gets Alu immediately. Kerrigan blinded. Will get one, but has to go down surely. Phelps. A good position, good read over top of the smoke, and great shot from Fur. It's going to be 4-1 SK. Bonus round works, guns stay up. AWP's been up for both of those previous rounds, so they're building money back and Fallen as well. He's got an op in hand, in fact. Yeah. So he's got another 47, okay, buys and it drops, so take that back. But either way, they've got lots of money.
Well, no bomb going down there for FaZe. That's actually quite a harsh reset. So they tried the exact same strategy once again towards that inside area. That fast little set piece there, a couple of smokes. 2 players fast up the upper ramp as well. They're trying to shut down maybe Counter-Strike what Taco does. This time he's got Fur to back him up. He finds 3 kills in total. And we're going round number 6. 2 AK-47, 3 pistols. They got the smokes to work if they're normally doing the wall of smokes towards outside. Try to get that bomb down. And for now, Fur waiting outside. He's got players in front of him who are sneaking outside, trying to push with that smoke and boost up over the smoke, it seems. Rain, he's got nice vision here, but can't find anyone.
Drops off the boost. Start to fire at Fur, though. Gets a nade in that Phelps gets full damage in before it even detonates. So, Fallen taking Alu. This works out very well. Pistol's not able to accomplish the much. Bomb plant needs to be the goal. As of right now, Kyo with bomb. He's just climbed back up the ladder and given up on the inner, or sorry, excuse me, the outer bomb site. He's going to rotate back around with Nico trying to get him in late.
Fortunately, that's both rifles going down as well, so that's pretty much all they had. Or is it, as Kerrigan gets out towards Ivy, taking down Cold Zero. Nico chimes in as well. Now there's a chance.
And Nico's got the AK back up, so too does Kerrigan. Very good reaction from FaZe. They knew what they wanted. Kerrigan's kills certainly helped, but Phelps wants more, and he'll get it as well in front of 8.
Phelps with 4, finds himself double figures as well, 10 for 3. It was a difficult round there for FaZe. They found a bit of an opening there from Ivy. Kerrigan normally patrolling that area. He gets a couple of kills and manages to get some rifles as well, but the round felt like it was over. Phelps looking sharp today, I have to say. 5-1 FaZe have to take another eco here. They're going to have about $2,000 per player. SK Gaming so strong on the CT side, and it's starting to show. FaZe, though, they have yet to bring out the Alu AWP. That's when the game really starts for me. He's such a strong AWPer. Going up against Fallen, though, the kind of form he's in right now, that could be a problem. For now, though, Fully Eco just blocks and 1 deagle. No armor, no nades. They'll just be holding up, waiting for a CT mistake, like I said. SK Gaming known for their relentless aggression in this map. Haven't really seen it as of yet, hasn't really had to come in. Kiyoshima boosted towards that pop dog position. Fur takes another one down, Alu drops first.
Fallen, same position down toward A main. Things looking very good for SK. Remember, we touched on it yesterday. These guys went 24 straight wins on Train at one point in time, and they were dominant on their CT sides especially. They're looking very good right now, especially against FaZe, who we talked about that too. Katowice, qualifying decider, the way you wanted to do the tiebreaker, I guess is the word for it, the overtimes. They played it on Train and they beat Astralis. They looked very good.
This is still a problem though. FaZe, we're into round number 8. We still haven't seen an Alu Orb yet. That's their bread and butter. That's when they're actually at full capacity. But for now, 5 AKs once again. Round number 8, we're actually going to see more of a default. Not 4 players towards inside. A boost towards Ivy. I like this a lot. Cold Zero trying to take down Carrigan. Like we said, he's going to go in this area. Cold Zero is not going to find him. I thought he had the drop on him, but Carrigan finds the first frag. And finally, FaZe have an advantage here.
Taco gets closer again toward B entrance. This time he is going to have some company. They have to make up for the loss. Carrigan can sit back. He's got 12 HP and let his team go in. Early on, this is going to be a problem. Nico's got a perfect lineup, but what a shot from Fur.
Wow. That's impressive, absolutely. Towards inside we go, and Taka might be caught out of position here, down to 16 HP. Lucky to be alive, and it's going to be Rain making his way towards the inner bomb side.
He got caught on the ladder, Taco, as well. That nearly cost him dearly. So he's got to call for a rotation and play passive. This lets Alu get more aggressive. Phelps, though, does have Kiyoshima, and his team's just smoked Alu off, so he'll have to wait a second longer as the bomb gets held off Rain. Good find on Phelps as a result. Perfect timing, or is it? Taco sees Alu come through, just spots him, and he's able to shut down a flank that would have easily taken 2 kills, which means it's back to a 3 versus 2 in favor of SK. Taco will confirm that upper is at least clear for now, and they have to babysit the bomb sitting on top of it. Kerrigan, good start. Kits on both players for SK as they get closer. Rain's got more HP than the 2 of them combined, though.
Oh, no!
And Taco suicided, going for the bomb. Fallen's got the shot.
Can't do it.
But I'm not sure he's got the time. He's got a kit. He's got time. He's just barely got time.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, I take it back.
I didn't think so.
That's incredible. So the suicide actually cost them the rounds.
That's absolutely insane. Okay then, so Taco, low HP, got a bit ahead of himself, trying to find the final player there. We're going to see it from his POV, a great shot on Carrigan, low HP. Oh, he jumped as well. He was trying to make it a bomb train. You hate to see it.
He actually hit the edge of the bomb train. I didn't see the HP when he jumped down, but that's
it was
that's
like 15, I think.
I think it's 13. Ooh.
When you jump from that height, yeah, I think it's probably about 15 damage.
Yeah, I think it was 13 damage is what you take when you land on the bomb train, if I remember correctly. Because there was a round Nico did that a few. Unfortunately, in this case, it cost him the round. But Nico, when he did it back on Mouse Sports, it didn't. So it never became a talking point.
Well, that's a big round. FaZe do take a tactical pause. It's actually caused by them after winning the round. Certainly didn't run away with it. Plenty of money available for SK Gaming. It's a difficult buy, though, for FaZe. They win the round, but only 1 player surviving. The reinvestment comes through. A Galil, a UMP, 2 of those. No orbs still for this T side. 6-2, chance of double eco going forward. This is a real difficult round for them in number 9 here. Taco, the crater, very rare to see it in CSGO. As we get into round number 9, it's going to be Fur, aggressive towards upper ramps, can spot one just about. I think the barrel will be going through any second. Can he find the double frag? Not yet. Going to be trying to find 2. It's going to be Phelps chiming in, but Rain finally shuts him down.
Phelps will wait bottom ladder and give that up. As it all goes favorable for Fur and Phelps, who's able to back off as well. Alu. They still have 1 smoke. He's got it. He's unsure of exactly where he wants to deploy it. They want to cover off the entry. They want to man up and hope for the best by trying to get 1 more, but that's not going to work out. Kerrigan does get a good shot. MP from that range as well, but Taco there, this is going to be the round. I doubt they'll even get the plant off this. It's behind Alu, but he's committing to the fight. Taco slips up.
Yeah, like we said, FaZe, that was always going to be so rough for them after winning the round, only 1 player surviving. You're only getting $3,200 on top of that. So the investment comes in, Galil's, UMPs, and now that's a very harsh reset indeed. This could be double eco territory, still unable to bring out that sniper rifle. As you can see, there it is in the previous round. He actually did go down in the bomb in the end, so that's why it was so difficult in the previous round. So SK reading it quite nicely now. They know that's a harsh reset. They're going to be bringing a UMP and an MP9 as well. Nico, I think he's gone all in with the Desert Eagle and head armor. Same story for Rain as well. He's got a P250. This is the aggression I was talking about with SK Gaming towards the inner side. It's actually Kiyoshima to find 1 frag, but quickly it's going to be subsided as Fur finds 2 of that MP9. Lots of money being farmed as he finds the 3rd as well. Nico, last player remaining.
Great half from SK, looking very comfortable again. Keeping everyone alive. Take that back. Fur goes down on one. What are you doing? Through Taco. Going in for a knife? What's the point? Just win. This is a grand final. And Nico's now suddenly left in a 1 versus 2. He's picked up an M4, but thankfully Cold will hold the angle and make sure he makes no mistake.
Yeah, sure, it gets the crowd hyped up if you get a knife and you get some extra cash. But you're absolutely right, it's not worth it. That money's not exactly swelling out of control right now. Just get that kill. Here's the knife attempt. That was a lovely shot from Nico, and I'm sure we'll see the second frag coming in. This just didn't make any sense. Throwing away 5 grand basically there. Nico, you do not want to give him a window of opportunity. Another eco here for FaZe. It's going to be 8-2 SK. Starting to run away with this one now. It's almost certainly going to be 9 rounds for them. And I'm loving looking at the money. Can actually, yeah, okay, he's worth $3,200. He's starting to calm down with his investments. And the AWP will finally be out in round number 12. It's weird to say that considering he is the main AWP of the team. They're going towards inside once again. Taco spots him, does not overcommit. They know it's going to be Nico. They spotted the PT-50s. Don't want to give anything away at this point.
Pass through Taco. Tries to capitalize. Fully blind them, but Taco still gets the kills. FaZe not electing to jump toward all the timeouts yet. They may in this one, as this will go 9-2. Taco with his 3rd in the round. And there'll be money in the next. They'll get the 3rd round bonus. Yeah, they'll have enough even without the plan.
Just to note, or Alu, 0 and 10. That goes to speak volumes, Matt, as to how limited he is about the AWP, right? I know I keep mentioning it, but this is a huge talking point. 0 frags for one of their superstar players. 9-2 now. We finally bring that out, and it's going to be an interesting round. If I'm SK right now, I'm bringing out an aggressive round. I'm doing 3 inside, pushing once again, and just applying the pressure. Just as you know, their money's starting to balance. He might be bringing a set piece to the table. He's going to get in their grills and try and stop anything before they can even have a chance to begin the strategy.
Taco again goes in. This time he's going to try and go for a nade quickly, as Rain finally will walk off the corner. He's had enough of it. Nade goes a bit early, so Rain can get in position to try and thwart and push him back. And meanwhile, Kerrigan does the same in his default position out toward Ivy. So fairly straightforward once they establish control, but you can see how much effort FaZe put before even putting anyone in A main by putting 3 players toward Brown Halls just to make sure that corner's covered, because SK's been using that so well every single round.
Default for now. Kerrigan presumably towards Ivy. He is indeed. That's his old stomping ground. Likes to try and show presence in that area, maybe get a pick once the final commitment comes in. Maybe towards the other side as well. That's where the bomb is for now. They have got control of Brown Halls. SK lying in wait. 1 player inside. That's Taco once more. His objective is to get 1 frag, and it's going to be Nico spotting 1. Does a bit of damage towards Felt. Not too much though, as he throws the smoke towards outside.
Oh, leg shot from Fallen. And he's forced off by the Molotov, so that's actually beneficial for Kerrigan because it allows him to get closer. And Fallen can't do anything about it. In fact, they have to rotate Cold Zero around to the back hallway as he makes his way into cover. He won't be spotted yet, and they're also going to try lurk at B. So Keo getting more aggressive inside of the site. Will catch off Fur, but gets taken down. It'll pull 1 away from the rotation. It hasn't done much for them at all, in fact, because Kerrigan falling at Ivy means that their plan of trying to cause rotations and Kerrigan to strike has gone to waste.
Bit of a mess right now for FaZe, but Nico has found the opening. This is what we need in the fragging, but he's going to be flashed off the bomb site. Alu, though, and Nico going to work. Finally, something going in favor of FaZe. Just at the Fur now in the 3-on-1.
They know where he is. Nico's done massive damage, 7 HP, no plant, 10 seconds. All he's got to do is take that bomb down, and it might have been enough, but Ali was too close. And finally, this round, he will get on the board. An instant timeout call as well from FaZe. I imagine that was in anticipation for the fact that the round wasn't going their way, but this is a reset position, so they've got to be careful. 3 rounds and then a reset.
There was actually a bit of a mess, Matt, overall from FaZe. You can see they're so separated. You've got 1 player lurking at Ivy. Kiyoshima trying to get him by himself towards the inside bomb site, relying on Nico. We've said that so many times before in his Mouse Sports days, but he saves the round. Alu chimes in. I think that was his first kill of the game so far as well. So he managed, his second kill, beg your pardon, but still, FaZe just take a chance to calm down and work out what the problems were there. They've got 3 on the board so far. Want to avoid that reset once again. Lots of reinvestment having to come in, but a double AWP setup for SK Gaming. They've made an adjustment. Fallen and Cold Zero this time. It's been a talking point throughout. It's been Taco who's been given a go with the AWP on some maps as well. They've been kind of swapping that responsibility around. Number 13 now, FaZe desperately need this if they want to get a little bit deeper in the first half.
Fast player Rain this time with a flash instead to try and take over Brown Hall.
See ya.
Cold goes aggressive and Kerrigan's found. Perfect play, shuts them down. Taco backs off, doesn't need to stay as aggressive toward B. They'll swing with Fur. it's back to the drawing board for FaZe, the second up on Alu.
Yeah, that's a nice adjustment. We said that SK love to go with those aggressive picks. Coldzera to push through the smoke. Carrigan always by himself at Ivy. He can fall back and call that area as clear. 5-on-4, great way to kick off the round. And SK looking very strong right now. Taco, of course, by himself on the inside bomb site. I actually think he's got some backup this time as well. He's going to have watching towards upper. So they're anticipating some sort of execution towards this area. We can see Alu as well. He's got the AWP towards Ivy, trying to get a pick in return. He's by himself. I'm not sure what the plan is here. A little bit desperate. There's no real reason for SK to go hunting for kills at this point. They're just waiting for FaZe to make their next move.
Eco making a bit of noise, trying to jump to see through the windows. Has to be a bit careful because Phelps is behind E-Box, just waiting for him to walk in, waiting for the commitment. Holding the off angle. He's got Fallen behind him, who could easily throw a flash to get him out from that position as well. As they walk in, he might make the call. Wants for Fallen to play this. He goes for the peek instead. Flash not called yet, so he's got to be careful. Phelps just goes anyway. Gets two, doesn't need the help of his teammate. Distraction's enough as Cold will take down Alu. That's the op on the deck, and it's Keo versus 4. As he tries to work back in, he's still walking in from the same position, and he knows that Fur is very likely to be on the flank, but he's running out of time to do anything of it. Taco takes him clean.
This is a bit of a nightmare for FaZe. After losing that first pick, it's Coldzera pushing Ivy, gets the 5-on-4, and they're very patient, just running down the timer, waiting for the final commitment. What a great position this is by Phelps as well. He's got Fallen covering, baiting him in, and that shot comes through. Phelps strikes, gets two, finally taken down by Kiyashima, but Coldzera chimes in for a second frag of the round, and I think we have a force fire from FaZe. They know they need to start picking up these last two rounds. It's going to be the full investment with Deagles, P250s, a Tech 9, some armor as well, 3 smokes. We haven't really seen too much in terms of the initial set pieces from FaZe so far. They're going to send 3 players towards Ivy. But Coldzera is waiting for them with that AWP once again. 2 frags in the previous round, looking to do better now. He's got 3 players in front of him.
Waits behind the server with Cold this time to guard them off. So more Ivy pressure, despite only having the pistols. Tech 9 could easily bust in toward the site. Taco's not seen anything yet on B, so they're already early rotations back toward A. Isolation play, doesn't matter. Double up setup, crossfire works. Cold gets one through the smoke, and now they rotate back around. It's Alu. Last alive taps away and finds Cold, but now it's 11 rounds SK. 3 only for FaZe, and we're on round 15.
Yeah.
With very little money again for the FaZe side.
FaZe just can't get rolling here at all. It's going to be $1,900 coming into this round. So Tech 9's once again, Matthew. Armor, some smokes. This is looking very likely to be 12-3. Just getting completely wrecked with this double AWP setup. I beg your pardon. Now it's going to be triple AWP. Okay, Taco actually had an AWP. He's upgraded to the auto sniper. The Dak's out. Let's go. Round number 15. Can he finish it off in style? It has to be towards inner bomb site. If all else fails, rush B. Hope for the best. They'll be taking over that area, looking to avoid the initial Molotovs at the start. Taco will be falling back. He's got the auto sniper, and he's been backed up by Fur as well. All 5 players here. It's going to be an inside play. Smoke going in towards connector and towards the bomb site itself. Fur, though, great opportunity to spray them down. Same story for Taco.
Molotov in, Nade as well. First fully blind, but he wants to get teammates where he can. Train is forced off it already, but still manages to get a kill with the flames and further damage in. Now let's see what Taco can do. Down goes the bomb, but can he find a second just for the sake of it? Doesn't matter, Phelps will do it. 12-3, SK dominant again on a CT side of Train.
Absolutely, Matt. This is FaZe's pick as well, and they've been absolutely rattled in the first half of the grand final. 12-3, couldn't arrive in this whatsoever. Some key players missing. We'll take a quick break and see if they can get it together for the second half.
FaZe may have topped the Strawless for a second straight tournament, but they're meeting the final boss in SK right now. It's 12-3 CT side. They'll swap over, but there's not much work left to be done.
Absolutely not. Goes without saying, Matt. I think we said it a few times this tournament. Do not pick up the pistol here, and FaZe are out of the first map. Let's see what they buy on the CT side here. 4 sets of armor. Kiyoshima with the defuse kit and smoke as well. And quite a technical approach coming from SK. 3 smokes, a Molotov, and 2 flashbangs here as well. Normally suggests an inside play, or they could go for the full execution towards outer as well. We'll see what they decide to do. We have 2 players by the dumpster, and it looks like the latter. Smoke's going towards that outside area. Could be a fake at this point. Nico ready to strike towards Pop Dog.
They're waiting to watch into Warde, man. It's almost a similar passive setup to Warde that SK took advantage of, with the exception that there's only 3 on that side of the map. A slightly more aggressive stance of Rain over toward B, but Alu trying to tap in, trying to find the shots that he can't. Oh, he can't at all. Remember last time, SK shut them down before the bomb plant even came in, despite similar smoke strategy. It's gonna be hard work for FaZe to pull this back. Kiyoshima is the one with the kit. Makes his way toward the site now. Gets the kill on Fur as well as they walk around the corner. That'll get him much closer to a defused position. Brings the kit closer before it's taken out of position as well. But Taco, good shot back through Fallen. Still just overlooking Taco's position. They're on it though. Kio's there with the kit. He's got to find this. He's got to get the shot. Fallen manages it. Taco's in the smoke. He realizes now he's down. And Alu, he gets the kill back. The kit is on the bomb. But they've got to go to the hit. Phelps gets one. They're all knifing each other. The defuse is happening. Alu's got it. Oh my goodness, what a round.
Well, that's the way to pick up a pistol round. I thought he was going to knife all 3 of them. That was insane. A perfect execution from SK Gaming to kick things off. It's often said if you get the bomb down of any frags being executed, it's often gone perfectly, but still, Taco almost did that. Runs in with the nice swinging. Manages to take 1 down with it, but it's not enough. The bomb goes down, so we'll see a force buy in the next round from SK Gaming. A little bit dicey there, but Alu, he's got an AWP in the second round. It's not too bad.
Fur, good movement mechanics. We see so many players fail this. They're trying to drop down, bait the shots rather than flash in and then get immediately back up the ladder. And yet we see people trip over themselves quite frequently, but he manages it. No one down there either way. It's Keo instead that will spot them walking over toward the Brown Halls. FaZe, a very, very needed pistol round that was quite awkward, I have to say.
Yeah, oh. Exciting nonetheless, Matty. I'll see what they can do here. Alu rarely had the AWP in the first half. Got it at number 2 here somehow. There it is. Going to be the first couple of kills for FaZe here. Objective for SK. Try and get the bomb down. It's looking likely at this stage. They get a trade, and I think Fur is planting at this point. Raid takes out Phelps. The round should be over, but that's a decent job from SK. They got the bomb down in the previous one as well. So they have a nice full buy here. Any kills at this stage is a pure bonus, and Fur knows it. They'll be trying to strike the P250. Can't make it happen. Cold Zero now. Desert Eagle in hand. Rain will finish him off. Sure, looks like a very clean round for FaZe, which it is, but 2 bomb plants is going to mean SK have plenty of cash going into round number 3. This is going to be a bit scary now for FaZe. Good news is, Alu with the AWP, but they've got 3 SMGs to work with. Did they upgrade those? Probably not, but that could be a problem up against these AK-47s now. Have a look whether they actually decide to go off a couple of them.
So all in on the AKs. Ooh, or is it?
Yeah, falling glass cannon.
Glass cannon, yep.
Here we go. So up against Alu, he's got a nice full buy as well. So they do keep the 3 UMPs. Kiyoshima on the M4. Alu's going towards inside as well. He's going for that aggressive upper face to try and get some information, maybe shut down a fast play towards that area. And I think he's going to find some contact as well. And the first shot will be coming in momentarily. But Fallen, he takes him down and strikes once again.
Keo backing off inside of B, trying to play Taz side train. Gets on top of it between it. That'll mean he's evaded. Phelps isn't sure where he's gone, but still snaps over. It looked like he was watching Tanker instead. Good find. Bomb plant. Molotov as well off toward the connector. That's going to mean Rain's jumping back the other direction. Look who's there waiting. A good setup. As Fur gets over toward Hell. So even when they want to try and save these SMGs, he's in the right spot to shut them down. He's only got 2 HP left though, so he should fall. And that's an AK on the ground. They go back to babysit the AK or allow it to happen because the round is done. SK's going to find 13. It's all about salvaging some weapons for FaZe.
So exactly like FaZe did in the first half, a fast play towards Inner on that first gun round. Seems like Fallen was 1 step ahead of Alu at that stage, but Nico and Carrigan, they're finding something here now. A couple of kills in return, $600 a piece as well. Carrigan trying to save the AK-47. We'll see whether he does it. He's going to be towards outside. And for now, it's going to be 2 players surviving for SK. We'll start it off as a very promising round. Here's the replay. Fallen, like we said, does really like it. Look at this stage. Perfectly takes him down. That's their cue to strike, and in they go. And it's going to be a clean finish there. 13-5. We're getting one step closer. SK Gaming to take the first map here. A double orb setup on the T side. You do see it time to time. Virtus Pro, most famed for using this in previous tournaments. We'll see whether they can get rolling here. SK looking to find this one and shut down the money of FaZe as we go forward. A fast play towards outside. That's going to be firming his way towards Olaf. And Nico is aware, trying to find that first shot.
For position. Given away, perhaps, because they knew exactly where to throw the nade. He gets taken down at 52. He's still going to try and babysit the angle to make sure they can't push up on top of the trains to get better advantage. He starts to go. He starts to be the man that's going to create the plays. Made it the sandwich undetected. Which gives credibility to, oh, I think his feet were shown from hell. It gives credibility to anyone trying to walk in from Ivy was the point I was going to make. But with them now knowing he's there and now seeing the shadow, Nico, this is an easy kill.
Where is that?
Is it? He's lost him in the smoke. No way. I thought surely he'd fire into it. Now he realizes he's left him there, called it clear, and Fur's able to turn back to get off Kerrigan, who wasn't suspecting. That's huge. And Nico now's not sure exactly which way to go in the round. Fur is going to slip by him once more as he continues to watch toward A main. So Nico's been caught out twice in this position.
Yeah, I thought he was going to strike, and he still can. They don't know he's going to be towards that main entrance position, but Alu's dropped as well. Once again to the hands of Fallen. It's the advantage, but Nico, he has to be the savior of this round. Lines up a couple. There's 2 frags. That's what we wanted to see. And the third! Nico saves the round for FaZe. It was looking so desperate, but Cold Zero now in the 3 versus 1, and 25 seconds remaining.
Cold AWP to pull it back. So Nico slipping by goes the other way because they then have no idea he's there. And 16 seconds, Cold is likely to back off this, but I take it back. He wants to get closer to the bomb train. If he finds the first kill immediately on Kiyoshima, there's a chance. As Kyo gun barrel sticks out, Cold misses the shot. That's it, round over.
Oh man, it was looking a bit scary at one point as Nico, like he said, missing so many opportunities, but he's very disciplined and patient there. He knew he had a good position. They had no idea towards main entrance. This is the key moment. Sure, he doesn't find that first frag, but actually ended up being really beneficial. How perfect is this? Spots 2, very calm, takes them both down, and finds that lovely third shot towards Pop Dog as well. FaZe are back into this game. It's going to be, I think, a force buy here. Indeed, it is from SK Gaming. A scout and some Tech-9s trying to shut down FaZe before the economy has a chance to swell. Towards inner we go once again. They've got those 2 smokes normally used towards connector and maybe the lower ramp as well. Alu will be rotating in there. He's got the orb looking towards lower ramp. And Fallen with the scout. He's had the better of Alu so far, I think, in pretty much every single duel. We'll see whether the scout finds him similar success. Another missed shot.
The flash goes through, turns, back turn is enough to get the kill, but Alu does get one back. Fallen walks in with his scout, head ripped off of Alu. Rain, though, does have range to his advantage on the M4, and as a result, bomb being planted. Just gonna hold it off with Deagles. Cold's gone aggressive as well. He's not sitting back to cover the corner post. He tries to get a kill early to give them a better chance. Phelps inside the smoke this time found out, carrying him with both final kills. And they'll find number 7. So they are getting ever closer. But SK is back into money range again this round. Oh, not quite. That's a forced position.
Yeah, a sigh of relief though from FaZe. Alu really is having a rough game here, missing some real easy shots of someone of his caliber towards the upper ramp. They ran out of no flashbangs and he got taken down, saved by Carrigan in that round in front of the 3-man, and it goes into round number 21. As you said, still no real money available for SK. Fallen brings out the scout once again. Not going to be the force buy necessarily, the partial buy here with some Tech-9s. And Colzero's got some armor.
Little DJ, little remix.
Yeah, a bit of scratching going on there.
Not bad. It's OJ Borg, I know it is.
Yeah, he fancies himself as a bit of a DJ, you're right.
OJ the DJ. Taco taking Kiyoshima, pushing up aggressively. Kyo gets caught off. It's Nico that's gonna watch from Hitch. Bomb still down toward the sandwich position though is a huge problem. Despite the man advantage, it's still decent for FaZe because they know that's there, and it's a tough position to get back into, especially when it's being watched so dearly from FaZe. And it's Alu using the ladder for information. Oh, this is decent as well. Could have been a headshot easily. Yeah. Alu gets lucky that caught his shoulder. He goes down to 31, backs off with the AWP to play a longer angle, but this is why he's got the time. Kerrigan is perfect. Walk in, shoot the man below, drop in. Thank you very much for playing along today as he finds a third on Taco. Bomb still sits where it was, and SK is going to give up another round. They're getting closer, FaZe.
Yeah, these rounds are getting scary. Kiyoshima, he gets the information, the bomb's down towards the outside area. He just assumes they won't be watching PopDog or even Inner anymore. He loses his M4, and that scout boost as well. Very innovative from SK to get the tag on Alu, but unfortunately for them, it's Kerrigan, perfect flank, and the timing works out just tremendously for him. Finds 3 kills in total, and it's going to be a pause coming in, and I think this might be for SK Gaming. It is indeed. Fallen causes the pause. It's 13-8. It's looking to close this one out now, but FaZe fighting tooth and nail to get back into this one. Some big plays coming out at this point. Kerrigan, I think he's leading the charge here. 17 kills, 15 deaths. And not far behind is Nico, of course, hasn't had the most electrifying game of what we've come to expect from that man. Rain as well, 10 kills. Alu's still far behind with 6 and 8, respectively, of Kiyoshima. The unpause comes in, and it's a double AWP setup now. This is when they can be their absolute best. It's going to be Kerrigan on the secondary AWP, of course, Alu on the primary. And SK with the full buy. Phelps limited somewhat. He's only got 1 flashbang. Same story for Cold's error as well. That's why they take the pause to work out what's the best possible approach going into round number 22.
Flash down from Taco, same position as Rain. Trying to capture the corner. Kerrigan waits, and they're actually approaching quite aggressively onto his position, so op shot crucial. Find the first. Oh, nails it in the flash. Timing is everything. Fallen down already. It's Cold that tries to take over the position while Kerrigan resets, but he's not stupid. He's not going to walk back out and try and take the same fight. Cold as well, actually, hasn't gone aggressive on the angle himself. So battle of wits toward Ivy. Meanwhile, SK, a man down, has to try and pull back some map control without having much to work with. They'll go back around toward A main instead.
Well, FaZe have already done the hard work at this stage, Matt. They managed to get that early advantage. Taco's low HP as well. And we'll see whether the next play towards Ivy works out for the Kerrigan. That's like a decent grenade. Doesn't land a tremendous amount of damage there. 50 seconds remaining. Cold's error boosted up. Nico gives a frag away.
And that's why they swapped over the op in the AK. Cold wanted to be boosted in that position to try and get back in. So Phelps on the AWP at least for a moment. We'll see if that stays. So far it is. Kerrigan, Molotov down for Phelps to get closer. Rain to watch Kerrigan's back. That's why he puts an op toward A main. Fur walks in from ladder. Alu double up setup finds both. And Rain's just got to wait. They know that there's still company out toward this position. Shoulder peek gets 1 for Cold. 2 more. He's got to find. Missed shot Kerrigan. Nearly gives him a chance to do so. Phelps needs to be more aggressive and find a way into this because there's 18 seconds they have to work with. And Cold's getting closer with the AK. Flashed in by his teammate. Second one found. No. Phelps has Kerrigan. They may just do this from a 2 versus 4, but he's going to hold the play. That gives Keo a chance. And he makes it work perfectly.
Cool as a cucumber. Kiyoshima, what a play that was as well. Beautiful movement. He can see time is running down. 1 player's removed from the situation. He finds that bomb plant first. Actually takes down that's the perfect way to do it. You take away the potential danger and allow the bomb planter to actually plant the bomb, take him down afterwards. Perfect timing. Amazingly executed. And we're going to see FaZe Fan finding another round there. 2v1 going in Kiyoshima's favor. Only 1 round so far for SK here in the second half. Bomb goes down though. They're managing to get 4th state loss bonus. Another buy coming in. No fall in AWP this time. It's round number 23. FaZe looking for double digits here. Running towards outside and back to the single AWP setup.
Fur in from ladder already aggressive. He's quick. He wants to take the fight. He was spotted ever so slightly as he got closer. But from the bomb train, Alu slips off. He goes looking for it, and Kerrigan's able to catch him looking the wrong direction. It's Alu that goes back out as well, but SK with relentless pressure has opened up a man advantage once more inside of the site. And Phelps will try and commit to the bomb plate. They've got to watch Nico. Phelps knows it, gets the call from his teammate that he's trying to sneak in, and had fallen off of the ladder and made the call so he wouldn't get stuck, caught out making the plant, excuse me, as Keo again is the one to go back, clutch it back around. He's got low HP on Fallen to find. He makes his way to Hitch, but they're not going to peek this. They'll play this together. Cold from ladder, double checks to confirm, but further damage onto him. He's on 34. Smoking the bomb, not committing to the defuse just yet. It's a Molotov to hold off Cold. Now's the time. Secondary smoke picked up, but Cold goes through the flames to find the kill, and that's a smart call on his part.
Valiant effort there from Kiyoshima. Once again, in a difficult situation, was identical to the previous round. Uses that incendiary towards PopDog. He knows the player's there. And unfortunately gets sprayed through the smoke. 14-9 now, SK Gaming one step closer to finding match point. We have a pause coming in from Fallen once again. And actually a reset once more. So in terms of the reinvestment, they'll be taken down to about $0 here. But the money's not great for FaZe either. Both teams actually in a difficult spot. I can see the first buy coming in now from FaZe. 3 UMPs, Matt. And they're so close to dropping out of this first one. Here's the stats on the board right now. As we can see, FaZe Clan leading the charge. It will be Carrigan. 20 kills for him. On the other side, though, Foles, what a game he's having. 27 and 16. Taka not far behind on 20. But, yeah, there's some big names missing at the moment, especially on the FaZe side.
He was up to 10, though, considering he was about 8 back of everyone. He's definitely caught up with the AWP. It's Keo that's been quiet, but then he had the 1 versus 2 that went very well. So they've had contribution, nonetheless.
49, and you can see the final buy is posted now. FaZe of a scout, 3 UMPs, lose this one. I'm going to call that's going to be the GG moment. They only have pistols going into round number 25. SK are aware of the low money. It's going to be a fast to play towards outside of the looks of things right now. Towards Pop Dog, and Rain's trying to get in that position. Smokes it down, he'll push through and actually goes past an enemy at that stage. That's interesting.
This is big because they're going to make noise. I was going to say Taco should be the one that gets caught out by making noise because he's actually the further behind enemy lines. Keo, meanwhile, at B. Good find on Phelps. He can still control the angle, but too many angles to cover. Fur is able to walk up, catch him off. Owl, Scout, can't do much with it. Rain will take Fallen back, immediate trade, and it's down to just Fur remaining. He's got bomb, and he's smartly going to slip away while he's got the chance.
Yeah, this is all he really can do here. All 3 players on the CT side towards inner. He doesn't commit to go down Pop Dog. He's got plenty of time to work with here. He wants them to lose track of him and then be separated, and hopefully he can find single jewels at that point. It looks like he's going towards Ivy. Yeah. That is open for now.
I think he's going to go Ivy right around towards CT stairs as well.
That would be awesome. If he goes all the way to CT spawn and comes behind them, can you imagine?
I think that's the call. I think he's going to try and catch them out. Rain might be the only one to thwart it. If he sees Rain on his right, I think he's... Oh, he slipped in. I thought he was still going to be looking hell. I was going to say he might be better to just leave him and then go toward the stairs, but they find him, plan thwarted. And we go 14-10, so it's not out of the woods just yet for SK.
Well, how strange is that? The fact the timing comes down to that first frag. Taco pushing through the smoke of Pop Dog just as Rain slips by him as well. He gets the footstep cue as he was walking. They get that first frag, and SK Gaming dump everything they've got towards inner, and the 3 UMPs and Scout prevail somehow. And we've got double digits for FaZe here. 14-10 now, and another force buy from SK. They would have been double eco regardless, so they're trying to get round number 15 here with the pistols. 5 players towards inner. Smoke's available, Molotovs as well. Kiyoshima waiting for them. Nice incendiary to the layup. Not going to matter too much. They'll be happy to wait. They have no idea whether they're getting flanked, so they have to operate quickly here.
That's an easy shot for Keo. Lines up 2 instead. But late on his first reaction, but it doesn't even matter as he gets 1. And then a second. Fallen walking in will get him back. Go for the bomb plant. That's what they need. And Cold is just in position to bait this in. He's done so successfully. Tech9s versus 4. Play for the round, you might as well, but chances are this goes away from them as it does now. But they get a little bit of extra income, and they should be... Oh, they're tight actually still.
Yeah, well, that was the force buy there. Just the objective to get the bomb down, that at least works out for them. They will be down to another lighter buy here. They've only got about 3K per player, so Tech9's not necessarily bot armor going into round number 26, but FaZe are now certainly making this interesting. After the 12-3 first half, it looked like they were done, but they really have arrived there on the CT half. Full buy for them, of course. They've actually got 3 AKs on the CT side. Very beneficial for hiding tighter angles and getting those one-taps going. SK will be bringing no utility into this one. So Tech9's Deagles, P250s, that's about it. Can be very good at the pistols, but this is a bit of a reach. FaZe looking to make this 14-12, and it's going to be Alu towards the around position, backed up by Kiyoshima. Misses that initial shot, but doesn't really matter at this point.
So Keo puts himself on top of the rails inside at B, but Nico that comes under fire from Cold Zera. And Deagle works for Cold. Seen a lot of deagling from Cold as of late, but he's another player who's very good on it. As he gets Rain as well. 7 HP left for him. Fallen in all of this has been quietly trying to work his way in from Pop Dog. He's going to start to go now as well. Evaluate whether or not he can make it toward the A train to get a plant. Alu won't allow that to go so easily.
Just Cold Zera remaining, like he said. Very good at Desert Eagle. 2 kills so far, but bomb down towards outside. Not really much he can do here. Just hoping he can maybe outposition one of the remaining CTs and get 1 more kill. That'd be something. He's only got 7 HP as he slowly makes his way towards Ivy. A nice 1D position here, but I'm sure he'll be shut down momentarily, and he probably knows that as well.
It's only 5 T-sided rounds gained in this entire game between the two teams. All CT as Kerrigan shuts down Cold Zero. And SK looked like they were going to run with this with the dominance they had in the first half.
Absolutely. Now it's becoming a very close affair indeed. It's a replay of the initial amazing deagle shot there from Cold Zero. That's beautiful stuff there. I think he got a second towards that bomb train position as well. So great to open it up. That wasn't quite enough to find much more than a couple of kills. We're getting to round number 27. Still only a single orb set up for the CT side here, but Fallen, he's picked it up once again. They haven't posted much here in the second half. As we get into it, no real change of stance here from the CTs. Rain gets in towards Pogdog this time. He's be challenged by Fur momentarily, who might flash in and try and take him down. Rain's directly beneath. Everything's gone quiet now. This will be a full default round for SK. Fur was watching towards Ivy for any aggression. We haven't really seen much of that from FaZe as of yet. They're looking very comfortable. Why change things up?
Smoked out. Phelps is going to sneak his way beyond it. Standard wall to cover off the corner. Hasn't moved Rain. Again, they want to try and split out toward isolation at Ivy. That'll draw the attention, at least, of Alu. But Phelps is the only one heading in that position for now. The rest should go toward A main and likely look for smokes toward A. Not a lot to work with, just the 2 smokes.
Yeah, 45 seconds now. I've got one player at the end of Ivy. That's going to be Phelps, waiting for his teammates to join him. Quite a passive off on the CTs. They have one player in connector as well. Single player towards inside Kiyashima once more, but he's got that AK-47. Phelps now making his final commitment. 30 seconds remain.
This is contact. Use 1 smoke to isolate. They've only got 1 other left. They're coming in from Ivy. They want to work straight through. Use the manpower. Taco. Quite a nifty jump through the smoke. Takes down Kerrigan as he'd already been depleting his ammunition. That brings Alu to watch the back alley, and old bomb position means they can open up towards Sandwich. But Rain they have to contend with nearly snapped around to find Fur as well. Gives Taco movement. He wants to cover off Z connector. This is working well for SK. This straight up contact play through Ivy. They weren't ready for it late. Taco's gonna cover off Keo. It's just Nico remaining. Starts off 1. Low HP, they walk out. He takes Taco, and look at Fur. He's already bleeding out on 4 HP. Fallen has to get in a position to hold off, and he misses the first op shot, which gives Nico a chance to try and find the headshot in return, and Fallen, he's just trying to get as much information as possible. Quick tap from Nico. Fallen's elevated himself. Nico's gonna nearly realize it, getting closer and closer. It's Fur instead that's had enough of the game.
Every single scenario, even in a 4 versus 1, you think Nico's always going to have a chance there. If he hits that shot on the top of the ladder there, he pretty much wins the round. It doesn't quite connect. And SK Gaming, after quite a while, find another round here. It's Nico. Here's the replay. Oh, I thought he was going to do it there, but you're right. The contact play from SK Gaming, slowing things right down, finding that first pick on Kerrigan towards Ivy. They then ran the timer right down about 5 seconds of the bomb was being planted. You can see the FaZe trying to push through from connector and actually maybe deny the plant at that point, but didn't come in. And we have got match point now for the SK side. Still money available for both teams here. Fallen back on the AWP. Same story for Alu as well. Rain back in Pop Dog. And it's a very similar situation we saw in the previous round. Holding up in the defaults, seeing who's going to be pushing on either side. Nothing coming in just yet. Same wallbang we saw towards Pop Dog before. It's designed to take down the players in that cold by position. Nico spamming towards Pop Dog himself.
So Phelps has been out here time and time again. Does the same thing with the smoke down. He'll try and just slide across. Point SK with Alu on the AWP. Oi, oi, oi.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it. I was waiting to get on one of those. I was hoping if I stayed quiet, I'd get on one.
Well, for now, 45 seconds remaining. The bomb makes its way towards inner. So Phelps, he's going to have to make something happen here towards that Ivy position. He's going to be up against Kerrigan, the master of this area. And I'm assuming Phelps shows presence first. He's trying to stop the rotation towards inner, but Alu's watching towards upper. And now Phelps, can he make anything happen here? Deploys the Molotov. We're pushing through. 25 seconds. If he gets 1 kill, that's the cue. Here we go, though, towards inner. Kiyashima only gets 1 frag in the inner sight. Phelps coming in for the flank, and Alu with the AWP trying to deny the plant.
Alu close, though, from oil tanker already. Bomb's going to go down, but he gets the immediate kill on Cold. The important aspect for SK, bomb did go down. Alu starts to slip back. Fur inside of it. Linear position, tried to elevate himself and catch them off, and I think Alu may just go for the stick on this. Fallen's going to try and walk back in as they both get close enough. Rain considering upper, has Alu go look low, hits the diffuser, Fallen gets back! That is incredible! That might be the game in itself, an absolutely brilliant play from Fallen. As he nails both shots, it's on to Nico. He's heard Phelps drop back down, but he's got to try and bait out the time. And Phelps won't allow Nico to work with much. He's down to 10. And he goes to the off for desperation, but Phelps has had enough. And SK win it. That is all Fallen. That is incredible. That he goes beyond the threat and takes the diffuser.
Fallen is back. World-class form there. He was dominant in the first half and sends out a firm message there in the final round. What an insane shot. Fallen, an absolute legend of the game, who finds SK Gaming the first map here in the best of 5. Oh, that was exciting towards the end, Matt.
And what a first map. We do have a finals now, certainly worthy of this crowd, certainly worthy of this entire tournament. It's 1-0, but we potentially have 4 more maps just like that. What an incredible game, Mitch.
What a finish to a perfect map to start this series off. It's going to be SK getting out in the lead. It's 1-0, but there's many more rounds of CS to be played. What a nightmare start, though, for FaZe in that first half. They lost the pistol round, and then they win the gun round, but then they go 3 rounds lost, then they win a round, then they lose 3 more. They keep getting reset on any bonus they have, but only get 4 rounds for the half.
Yeah, that is the nightmare economy scenario for you. Every time you win a round, your loss bonus gets reset. But actually, you could see the very obvious approach from FaZe early on. After losing the pistol round, they just started playing very, very aggressively, like we talked about in the pregame. They went towards that B side, wanted to put a lot of pressure on Taco. They win the first gun round, tried to do the exact same thing, but there was a very, very small difference of Taco getting 1 kill and also Fur being there fast enough to support him, and he ended up getting, I think, 3 kills in the round, and that shut FaZe down completely.
Yeah, not only that, if we look at the difference in the 2 halves, in the first one, they hardly had any bomb plants, right? There was no money, extra cash flow coming in the door for FaZe. They were getting reset, and it was the hard reset, and that's the worst. That's the nightmare scenario right there. So something that I want to talk about is the fact we didn't see AWPers as really a factor in that game at all until that last round. You know, Aloe picked up 2, Fallen with that crazy flick there at the end. That was the game-winning moment off of AWPers. It's weird to say with a map like Train, not seeing AWPs have a bigger influence on the game, and it seemed like they were playing, you know, more through the inner bomb site, more through Ivy, and trying to target those choke points.
I think for Aloe, the biggest problem was the first time he got an AWP in this game was round 12. They FaZe for the better part of that half because of their force buys with pistols, and he actually tagged along in that. He was mostly playing with an AK. Now that's fine when you look at it for the first part of the half because they were going for those explosive plays towards B, and in that case, the AK is maybe even better because you're going to push together, try to gain ground, and you maybe even want to have an AK to trade those kills effectively.
No, I was just going to say, I thought that SK, they were doing a lot of, I guess, like weaseling would be a way to look at it on their T and CT sides. They were finding themselves in positions where they shouldn't really have an advantage. That round, one round where Fur kind of hid in the smoke, and Nico checked, but didn't check far enough. And then they won the round. They won the round in the end. Nico got a 3K. But just all the chaos that opened up for Fur getting through, then Nico was lucky he stayed patient, didn't shoot until the right time. But there was other rounds, one where Phelps was close to mid. He was able to get very close when the executor come in and shoot some players in the back and make it very difficult for the guys on FaZe.
And of course, that second half started with a ridiculous pistol round. There was a knife, there was a smoke defuse, everything you could have asked for. And a comeback from FaZe Clan. They did manage to draw it back, but it was off the back of these clutch plays. Nico, Kiyoshima, Carrigan, 2-man, 3-man plays, often these flank up, you know, through Ivy and up the alley to get around behind the players watching the bomb. Incredible individual moments for FaZe.
Yeah, as Chad pointed out, we saw a lot more bomb plants in the second half. That just tells you that in their 12-3 half, SK was just they were way more clean in the way they closed out those rounds, while in the second half FaZe, despite winning rounds, it was always down to the very end. And yes, those flanks, it kind of tells you also the game sense on some of these players, realizing that there may be a disadvantage and that they need to take a risk, and that's what basically gave them a way in some of those rounds.
And again, we talked about SK being a team that no longer play around Phelps as their centerpiece, but he scored 29 kills in this game and had a huge impact across the map. And it's very interesting to see that he thrives in a situation where AWPers do not.
Yeah, youngest to the stage out of this team, and the fact that he can put up a result like that in the first map is great to see. His aggressive play style towards Pop Dog and Team Mid, it paid off in certain respects. He's obviously a great player, and you know we're not saying that the no team should be focused around him. It's just in this system he needs to dial it back a little bit. But props to him for a big game.
I also think when you look at the world's best teams historically, they almost never revolved around one single player. I mean, all the way back to NIP, they were just, as a team, more dominant than everyone else. When you look at the Fnatic, once more, a team effort, even though you had Olofmeister as the world's best player, everyone was contributing. So that's obviously the key to success.
Janko, let's have a look at that last round again. The closing stages were so ridiculously chaotic, so maybe you can break this down for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw Alu, he kind of wanted to stop the bomb plant. He was very aware that a player slipped past him, and this was the kill that we thought would seal the deal for FaZe, but Fallen with this amazing jump shot stops the defuse. That creates a lot of chaos. I'm very surprised the player actually, Alu was the second player, didn't manage to get the trade, and also Phelps on that very, very delayed flank. He was actually coming from Ivy, also caused some commotion, and in the end, Nico didn't have enough time to clutch it in the 1v1.
Yeah, one of those weird things. It's just a small thing. They had so many players alive in that last situation, but you really want the AWPer to be the one to get on the bomb, because if he misses his shot like he did there, he can't take another one quickly. You know, there has to be a chance for the player to re-peak, and that's why Alu chased him down. So maybe if Alu was on the bomb and the rifler was covering him, that wouldn't have happened.
And also, that's the presence of mind that perhaps FaZe didn't have, but Fallen certainly had his, because that play is the only way that SK wins the round, basically. He needs to try and go for that hero play, kill the diffuser, and then hope Phelps can close out the round, and in the end, it was enough.
It was incredible as well. It's fantastic to see this kind of performance from SK now as well, and potentially on the way to another major tournament title, but we've got a long way to go before we find that out. The next map, of course, it's going to be Cash. It's going to be an interesting one to come up, and we'll talk a little bit more about it after the break.
Do you want to feel like